A movie review brought to you by theskykid.com.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a cinematic journey with The First Man, a film by Gianni Amelio that's based on Albert Camus' unfinished autobiographical novel. From its nostalgic visuals to its young star's standout performance, let's explore whether this film is worth your time. Stick around and let's get started. The First Man, original title Le Premier Homme, is a film directed by Gianni Amelio, based on an unfinished autobiographical novel by the French author Albert Camus. He died in a car accident before finishing his work. It tells the story of a French writer who returns to Algeria amid a revolution against colonization. The weakest part of the narrative is its unnecessary length and quite boring exposition. In it, Jacques Cormery, as an adult, is shown giving a presentation at a university while familiarizing himself with the changed political and social environment in Algeria. If you can manage to remain awake during the first 15 minutes, you will be rewarded with a good coming-of-age narrative as Jacques Cormery remembers his childhood days as a fatherless boy in Algeria, raised by a strict grandmother and a hard-working mother. The plot is the result of the symbiosis of two stories, one showing Cormery as an adult and another focusing on his adolescence. The connection between them, however, is underdeveloped. The one that focuses on his adult life, which supposedly should help the viewer sympathize with his younger self, is uninspired and boring. It could be that my opinion is the result of my lack of knowledge about the French-Algerian conflict. Even so, a film should educate, entertain, or at least make one curious about its setting and story, none of which The First Man accomplishes. It's not until flashbacks bring viewers into the past and allow them to observe Cormery's childhood, including all of the trials and tribulations that shaped his character, that the film gets interesting at all. Nino Juglet's angelic appearance is the heart and soul of The First Man. As young Jacques Cormery, his natural charm and stunning looks are impossible to ignore. He's got that rare, captivating energy that reminds you of Manuel Lozano in Butterfly's Tongue. But it's not just his looks. Juglet brings warmth and authenticity to the role that makes the film feel deeply personal. He perfectly captures the innocence and wonder of childhood, making every scene he's in feel like a nostalgic trip down memory lane. Without a doubt, the performance of Nino Juglet would not have been so good if it was not for the directing skills of Gianni Amelio, whose filmography includes other films with a coming-of-age narrative such as The Stolen Children and The Keys to the House. Amelio's masterful direction elevates Juglet's portrayal, bringing out the emotional depth that defines the film. If only his screenwriting skills hadn't failed him in The First Man, the narrative might have matched the brilliance of its lead performance and direction. Nevertheless, Juglet's contribution remains the shining element that truly makes the film memorable. The cinematography of the film impresses mostly with its immaculate framing, a silhouette of a woman sitting with the sea wildness as a backdrop, or a young boy closed in an animal wagon cage as a punishment for releasing the dogs that were locked in it, etc. Warm but not overly saturated colors and a nostalgic halo of lighting are utilized to achieve a sentimental and nostalgic feel of the boyhood memories of the author. All right, let's talk about how The First Man stacks up against other films. If I had to pick one to compare it to, I'd go with the 1977 Russian gem The Orphans. Both dive into some pretty intense themes, but The Orphans just hits different. It pulls you right into the characters' lives and makes you feel every moment. The First Man, though? It tries to get deep with stuff like social inequalities and historical political vibes, but it ends up feeling a bit messy and hard to follow. It's like it's reaching for something big but doesn't quite connect the dots or the emotions to the protagonist's past. I enjoyed watching The First Man. It's got some moments for sure, but would I pop it back on for a rewatch? Hey, probably not. It's more of a one-time deal for me. If you're into thought-provoking films with a lot to unpack, you might dig it. Otherwise, it's not a film I'd rave about to everyone. So, there you have it. The First Man is a mixed bag of heartfelt childhood flashbacks and a somewhat sluggish adult narrative. While Nino Juglet's performance and Amelio's directorial touches shine, the film struggles to fully connect its past and present. If you're a fan of introspective coming-of-age tales or curious about Camus' personal story, it might be worth a watch, but don't expect to be riveted from start to finish. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more reviews. If you enjoyed this review, please support us by liking and sharing it. Subscribing to the channel is greatly appreciated. Don't forget that all reviews featured here were previously published and are available in written form at theskykid.com.